Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of April 4th through 10th. Cards just kind of went flying everywhere, but I figured it out. I know which is intended to be out. Okay, so those cards just kind of easily slid right out of the deck. So we'll see if the next deck, yeah, same thing so far. We'll get two more cards here, and then we'll be ready to share your messages there. And that was so easy. Wow, those cards just flew right out. Okay, so asking for really deep, solid, impactful, relevant messages for you. Okay, so media. They are saying, Leo, your angels are saying to you. Now, there are words on here. That's not what this means this time. This means that you are spending too much of your attention, not necessarily time, but attention on media. You're believing too easily. You need to be thinking a little more critically. You need to be evaluating, does this feel like it's true? That kind of stuff. These days, in this day and age, there's a lot of media which has been influenced unduly by things that should not be influencing it. Traditionally the role of the media is to see what is happening and report that without interpreting it, without changing it in any way. That is no longer true. From what I'm told, as well as from what I see with my own eyes. And so your angels are asking you to have salt, to have salt with your media. Take everything with a grain of salt. Have a look at other sources as well. If you were not right there, right then, to witness these things with your own eyes, then you need salt. And so look at several different sources. Understand that they are giving very different pictures from each other. And it's probably wise to back away completely from all media. That's what they're saying. It's really affecting you within yourself, your mood, your beliefs, your body, like your physical. It's like you're getting ill because of this. No one is served by you getting ill from this. You can avoid the media. I know some people say that we have to be aware and all that stuff. What needs to come to your awareness will come. So you can avoid the news. You should also probably back away from social media if you haven't already. Okay, this is affecting you adversely. You need to like cut it off. Okay. Yeah, okay. And so, what have you been wishing for? Your wish is granted. So, is this relationships that you're trying to establish some new relationships? I'm getting that for somebody. They don't usually give me kind of a topic, so that must be a common theme among you. Your wish is granted. They're giving me like just this feeling of feel good, that, oh, isn't that beautiful? And it isn't this, it's not a huge feeling of excitement and whatever. It's not that. It's this really comfortable, supreme feeling of well-being is what they're giving me. That things have just resolved in your world and it feels so nice. It's like there's been conflict, but now that is being solved. So isn't that beautiful? And so yes, your wish is granted. Feels so great. Oh my gosh, feels so great. Okay, so the children. the children. Your part of your life purpose is to work with the children. Yes, it does feel like children, under 18s, could be teens, that kind of thing. But right from birth to teens, and some beyond, but it feels like not really adults. So perhaps these are people with challenges, right? And so that is part of your. Are you questioning this? Is it like you knew this, but now you're having some reason to question it? It's true. It is yours to do. You can take a break, for sure. There will be other ways to serve the children, to work with the kids, to have an impact. It doesn't have to take only the form that you're familiar with. So you can change that up in different ways. It'll still be there for you. It'll still be available to you. It can even be on a volunteer basis, with your main source of income being something entirely different, right? Like, there's no rules regarding this. Just that when you're feeling like you're called to do something, you are. That's true. And you're good at it. You can believe that. Okay. All right. Practice, though, right? There's some things, it feels like that you've been not devoting your attention to something that in the back of your mind, you need to spend more time doing that, because that will help your skills grow. It will help your knowledge grow, your awareness of what's to be done. All those things. It's like you've been neglecting that a bit. And partly, like, I just kind of feel this overwhelm a little bit. It's not huge. It's not complete overwhelm, but it's like, oh, I've got this to do and I've got that to do, and I want to look after this, and I'm trying to be my best in every area, and I don't have enough best to give. I'm running out of energy. Okay, well, better to, okay, they're gone back to this media again. That media is draining you. And when you don't have that to drain you, you will have more available for all these other areas. That's what they're saying. But do take a break, like have a rest. We are human. And you can allow yourself to actually be human, right? So take a break, have a little vacation, or whatever that form that takes, right? And regroup and start again without the drain of that media. And just let everything be natural, let it be real. If you're feeling conflict over something, solve it instead of ignoring it or burying it or something like that. That feels like that's what's been happening. And then that's also a drain on your energy. If there's been conflict with somebody, then you need to reestablish the lines of communication. Doesn't mean you need to keep them in your life. If you feel like they were toxic to you, you don't have to keep them in your life. But do reestablish that communication somehow, so that the blockages can be cleared, and however that works. See if you picture a future with that person in it or not. See how it goes for you. But definitely don't let that just be a uncleared clutter in your life. Okay, and here we go. Who do you need to forgive? Yeah, so it feels like there's still, there's unfinished business between the two of you. It feels like two of you. It feels like, yes, that you and this person, probably also you and this person, and there's maybe more, right? Anyone and everyone that you've had those kinds of things with, altercations in some way, the energy is continuing to draw upon you. And no matter how much cord cutting you do, if you have not forgiven yourself and the other person and the situation, then it's going to continue to draw your energy. The cord won't fully cut until the forgiveness has happened. So it's to your benefit to truly forgive yourself first, and then the other person, and then do the cord cutting. And the other deck here, these are the Archangel Gabriel cards, and Gabriel is the angel of communication. And so that's always the first clue that things need to be reestablished, like the lines need to be reestablished. So even if you choose then to not have, regular or daily or whatever contact with that person, that's fine, but you need to clear it. You need to do the forgiving, clear everything. Okay. I'm just hearing now that in some cases it was you who was the toxic one, who created the conflict, who, I don't know, did something. You're human. You are human. We all do those somethings sometimes. So in that case, if you're choosing to resurrect the relationship, then you need to offer an apology as well, right? And so that's sometimes really hard for you, but the more when you decide that it's worth it, then it's a lot easier. Okay, all right. And yes, you are deserving of that forgiveness. You are deserving of the relationships. You're deserving of the smooth, beautiful life. You're deserving of feeling fulfilled in what you're doing all the time. Don't let your own guilt and unforgiveness and old tethers, don't let that stop that. Yeah, you deserve all the good stuff. And you'll find it. As long as you're continuing to grow, continuing to work through the things that you think you deserve forgiveness for, over time, you will do those things less. It's not like for some things it's a cold turkey. You're never ever going to do that again, and you don't, right? For a lot of those things, when it's a personality thing, kind of, it takes time for you to truly evolve yourself. This is not the same as, I can't do that anymore because that's not good enough, and that, that's a different thing. This is evolving yourself, growing into your best self is what this is. Okay. All right. So here we have the daily guidance cards, and we will get one last bit of wisdom. Yeah, energy work. So if you do energy work, you can work on yourself and try to clear things. I've always found it's more effective if somebody else does it. And having said that, just within the last couple of weeks, so I do a lot of energy work, and I almost always do it distance. And so I have the person whose consent I have received, and I put their energy body in front of me, and I just feel them, from the head, neck, shoulders, arms, and their whole torso, pelvis, down the legs. And I feel them, and I see what I feel and where there's blockages and what I can clear and all that stuff, right? I hadn't ever even thought of doing this work on myself in the same way until a couple of weeks ago. I thought, well, hey, I should just give it a try. And wow, it worked like a hot damn. I was so happy about that. And so I've been really working on myself. Now, if you are an energy healer and you can separate yourself from yourself, then go ahead and work on yourself. If not, then ask somebody else to do this for you, do a full clearing and a balance, all that stuff. And that will help you move forward without dragging that stuff behind you. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much, and I love you, and I will see you next time.